Hello and welcome, my name is Akira and this is my Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 3, where we're playing as Germany. And in the last video we didn't really get that far, we are still in 36, but in December. So we played about a year already, but we are in that initial stage of the game where we are just building up towards the war. We still haven't produced a single land unit, but we are getting there. We're still trying to increase our production, trying to build some radar stations, building a bunch of planes, and we are now getting into some Panzerkampfwagens. And all of this industry that we installed later has now been installed. How is our officers looking now? Now we are still gaining officers. Fleet or sexually carrier doctrine. Let's check that out. Turn down officers a little bit further even. Why can't I do that? Oh, because this one got set it down to about 0.8. I don't know why these got decreased. Them up to about 2 each. Do we need that many diplomacy points? How many do we have? I think we can see that somewhere. Diplomacy. Let's just go a little bit down on diplomacy then. Just put it down to 1. Not really using a lot of diplomacy points. 1.5. Not using a lot of diplomacy points in this game. Mostly because we're just gonna be the aggressor. Then I'm gonna put that half into some espionage. And then we wanted to look at these doctrines. We're doing them. Means we can now increase all of this, but that's 37 material, so we're gonna wait with that. Do we have any of this that we are ahead of yet? No. Theory. Artillery research we want as well. And none of this is too advanced yet. So, see if that everything is in order. Let's just unpause and go on! And we are in 37 now. Are we getting any closer to this? Oh, it has to be 1st of March 1938, so that's a while away. How is America looking? If we just look at North America. So the US is still leaning towards allies, but they are drifting towards us. And that might be something to do with... Or they're drifting towards allies. So we can influence nation toward our faction. So we will do that, use our diplomacy points on influencing the US. Not a lot of ally powers yet. Major powers. Anyone we want to influence there? No. Anyone in Europe we want to influence? Maybe. Let's look. So we have Romania here. I think we want to actually influence Romania. There's Romania. Let's influence them as well. Try and draw them into the axis. And let's just for fun see what happens to America now. Actually, drifting towards the axis now with a far greater modifier than they were. Like before, they were drifting with about 0.5 towards allies. Now they're drifting almost at a 0.4, and we are losing diplomacy points. So maybe we should turn up that again. Let's put them to 4, then go down to 2 here. we don't need to have it have it at 4 because we did produce a lot of extra. We might put it to. I think I'll put it on 3, and then we'll just have to keep an eye on our points up here. We don't lose too many. I'll go put officers back down to about 0.6 here. See what happens. So still increasing very slowly. That's okay. And let's go and look at our production, get it all sorted. Look at our intelligence now that, or technology now that we got some more sea lane defense and auxiliary. That will not be a problem. You see over here there's a lot of units stacked here on the border from Belgium. Holland also starting to stack some units. Oh, we got some technology, light cruiser, Indian advance. That's probably something that we are going to look at. No. Light cruiser. Oh, there's something here we can deploy. Our first Panzer division. Let's deploy that here. See if I can get the simplified. Okay, so this is all woods. Kind of want to get around that probably, so we probably want to get him up here instead. We're gonna produce a unit for him. We're going to put him in the 2nd Army. So we want our tanks to be up here, so we probably need some more infantry on this part of the line. And then we want to have a lot of tanks and more mechanized infantry all along here that will kind of go down to here, try to get around this forest and in through here. Of course, forest, we can still go through the forest. Probably not go through the mountains here. We need to get, the hills, we need to get around that. We are forced to do a little bit of like forest stuff here, but mostly go through the plains here. So we're gonna move them up here. Probably place some more infantry here. How are we looking at this? What we'll probably be doing here is we'll move some infantry up here. Then have some mechanized infantry here, possibly some here, depending on how much we can build. And then we'll mainly use the mechanized infantry and tanks to push in and then just move the infantry along. And as you can see, the border is much larger now. Like once we can cut this off, the border will compact a lot and we can concentrate our infantry even more. So how is our production looking? Almost done with the next radar set. Producing the next Panzer division. Sweden is no longer trying to attempt to ally towards us. So how far did Sweden come? Sweden is here. I don't think we want to use points to influence Sweden. US is pretty important. If you can keep them out of the war, it would be huge. Or as long of time we can keep them out, it's huge. So how is that our national German-American bond? It's probably the one we are supporting. Right now the Democrats are the ruling party. I think we might want some more spies. So let's put up espionage to about 3. How are we looking on officers? Are we losing them now? Still gaining, so no reason to put that up. Search of volunteers. Get some extra manpower. Get some more doctrines. How are we looking there? Yes, now we're ready to start researching this. some more stuff here. Let's go and look. We can do the 36 versions. Just need to be aware to turn it off once we get to 37 or 38 stuff. Okay, stuff is happening. Reorganizing of the War Ministry. The administration of the War Ministry has been quite disfactory. I can't speak right now. Dissatisfactory lately, to say the least. Unfortunately, the view isn't shared by all members of the government. On the bright side, one of our highest-ranking officers has offered to arrange a minor scandal just to give us a reorganization of the ministry some legitimacy. So we can choose this time. We can either we need more ministers like him, which will give a leadership boost but a dissent change, or we can get a just 3 dissent. So let's get more guys like him, get some more leadership, and we have some more interceptors to place. Oh, don't want that. And we got some more stuff to place. Do we have here 3 interceptors and 3 interceptors? That's fine. And we're still producing some. And the officer situation still growing a little bit. It's fine. And some radar stations. Let's get started on some radar stations over here. Install some here. Should probably have installed them up here though. Oh well. Can always build some more. And something I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, technology. Just got a bunch of technology. Just want to make sure that nothing is getting too far ahead of time. Doesn't seem like it. I don't think we have anything in these tabs. I'm just gonna make sure that one is getting too far ahead. These ones are getting too far ahead. And we don't have anything here. Ground attack assault, forward air advance. Some more radar stations, and we were building it down here, so we'll continue down here. And it takes some time to set up. Let's go and check technology again. Still 36. Nothing here. Anything here we are too far with? It does not seem like it. And in theory, still looking good. The Hindenburg disaster. And IC wasted. The German passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakenhorst Naval Air Station in the United States. For a reason not yet determined, the airship engulfed in flames and crashed to the ground, claiming 35 lives. Due to the scarcity and expenditure of helium, the Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was designed to use hydrogen, which provides greater lift but also flammable. With public faith shaken by the disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft could this spell the end of the airship era. Oh, I think it did. I think it did. And we are apparently wasting a bunch of IC on consumer goods. I can see that. Let's not do that. Bunch of technology. Let's check that none of that is too far ahead now. No, 36 levels is okay to research. And Sweden is drifting toward the axis again. And we have some... I think this might be bomber aircrafts. Yes. And we need some of them over here as well. It's been a while since I've played the game, so I'm not completely familiarized with all the icons. We have a bunch of trading agreements now with a lot of countries. Some of them we will lose once the war starts, but so far it's fine. Diplomatic agreement, Switzerland moving towards Axis. Got some anti-aircraft advance. Let's go and make sure that... Yes, that's 38 level. It will put it in the bottom queue, so it's not like it's an immediate problem. But just to want to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand. Do we want this HQ to move back a little? No. I'm gonna stack the HQ of the Panzers along with them, just because otherwise they'll probably fall behind. Have a pretty high national unity, almost no dissent now. How are we doing with officers? Still increasing slightly. Search of volunteers once again. Let's go into technology. Get that even further down. And we should probably start thinking about getting this up to 4 now. So we have a tiny reserve of diplomacy points. We should need them. To about 39 here. Let's see what happens. Still going up. It's okay that it goes up because we will be using a lot of them. So once we start placing new units, we'll be using them up. So I think this is bombers. We're gonna start the first bombers over here. Tactical bombers, and we're gonna put them in the OB East. Oh, Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic, has disappeared along with her navigator Fred Noonan near Howland Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The two were attempting to fly around the entire world in a twin-engine Lockheed Electroplane when they vanished. A search for the missing aviator is now being conducted by the US Navy and Coast Guard. So Amelia Earhart is now gone, and we can invite Japan into our faction. Let's found them. They are probably in Asia. Japan. Invite to faction. And they will accept. This is of course why we want some extra political influence. We still don't have full espionage out. Let's go and look at that. We have a bunch of spies in US now. What about in the United Kingdom? Bunch of spies here. Let's look at the US again. Are we doing something with the German-American bond? Actually only 3% now. So we're not doing so well with the support. How are they doing in the whole... Oh, that's something that we can put. Still drifting even faster now towards us. So they're drifting away from the Allies. Got some more industrial capacity, and I think we are placing it here in Magdeburg. Yes, almost full up. Let's check the technology. 36. Nothing here is out of line. Here we are getting ahead of ourselves. Oh yeah, and we had some stuff, more industrial capacity in Magdeburg. So they're full now, so we can start building some here probably. And how we know? and this means that we have gotten to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Still in the pre-war phase. We have now moved 1.5 years from the beginning of the game. We're in the middle of 37. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. Hope to see you in the next one, and until then, have a very good day.